And a super good Sunday morning to each and every single one of you from the Granada apartment, which I'll just take you around the lounge area at the moment. As you can see, it's already light outside, and over there is my writing desk. It's got the laptop on it that I brought through with me from Ogeva. That's ready to go. But as far as the laptop this morning is concerned, oh wait, let me not put the light on just yet. But anyway, as far as the laptop this morning is concerned, I'm going to do a writing block, and then from then on in, the computer, after I finish my writing block, what I'm going to be using the computer for is editing and getting the videos into video clips into the video editor. Takes a long time. The rendering process for my piece of software that I'm using for editing the video, the rendering process takes a long time. So while all of that's happening, I'm going to be plugging in my headphones, and right over here I've got my draft for Book 5, Shadows of the Past, and that needs a final edit. I know that I listened to the whole thing yesterday while sleeping, but that really doesn't count as an edit, does it? Listening to a book while you're sleeping. But anyway, let's have a look and listen what it's like outside this morning. There we go. What do you think? Oh, can you hear? My friend is downstairs. Can you hear my friend? Yes, my friend is downstairs. Let's see. Can I see my friend downstairs? Can you see my friend downstairs? Where is she? Oh, I can't see her. But anyway, let me not lean too far out of the window, but I could certainly hear my friend from the downstairs apartment trying to say good morning to me. You just close this quickly so it doesn't get too drafty. But anyway, that's the situation. Good morning, good Sunday morning to each and every single one of you. We need to lean around the corner, get the light on, and let's get cracking. Speak to you all just a bit later. And even though the sun was sort of up earlier, when I gave you my beginning of the morning day, I can tell you that it's now coming up for 11:15, time for a little bit of a walk, and I'm about to get to a spot where it's going to be, how do I hold the camera so as not to get you completely overexposed? A completely overexposed shot. I suppose if I take the camera slightly behind me, so that you're walking alongside me through the park, but let me switch to this side, that might be marginally better. Anyway, out in the park, close to the Granada apartment, for a little bit of a casual stroll, just to get some blood flowing. As the saying goes, take a walk, you get the blood to flow from the feet, from the cobblestones, to the heart, with the Colorado t-shirt, to the head, where the creativity comes from. Anyway, apt Colorado t-shirt. I know it's slightly oversized, but anyway, Colorado t-shirt, because this morning was all about Cedar Ridge in Colorado, the Harmony Brews coffee shop, Vivian, Sarah, and Harper, three of the central characters of the 5th book of the Cedar Ridge series. And for those of you that don't know, Cedar Ridge is the name of a town that I created out of my imagination, but I placed the town in Colorado, hence the t-shirt. Anyway, the three of them in the Harmony Brews coffee shop in Colorado, which means that the final revision of Book 5, Shadows of the Past, is well and truly underway. And I was listening to the book on playback with a copy in front of me. And what can I tell you about chapter 1? Chapter 1 rolled around. I got to the end of the chapter 1. And guess what? I didn't have my red pen out, wielding a red pen, making all sorts of changes. Because, for some strange reason, I felt happy. No, I won't say chapter 1 is perfect by any means. I'm by no means a perfect writer. But what I will say is, when I got to the end of it, oh, some beautiful flowers just behind me here. You probably won't be able to see them with the sunlight, but anyway. You sit on the bench in the park. As I said, chapter 1, by far not perfect, but it felt good enough for me, and good enough in about 10 days time to release it into the world. So if the other 17 chapters of the book give me similar feelings, I'll be really happy. But anyway, let me wrap up the remainder of this walk, get to back home, have some breakfast, a couple of errands to run, and then get straight back into the final revision of Shadows of the Past, so that all of you will get to read it next week. Speak to you soon. And the Sunday morning, or should I say, we're now into Sunday afternoon, continues. As you can see, the sun is right up overhead, so with this cap on, you can't see my face. So what happens if I turn the cap around? How's that? Is that slightly better? Anyway, the Sunday late morning, early afternoon walk. An important part of the creative process. Not only is it giving me an excuse to speak to you, but in addition to that, all of the prolific writers that I've studied make use of the walk. Not only is it good cardio, not only does it help the eyes as far as getting away from the computer screen and the blue light for a while, so in other words, saving your eyes so you can keep writing for many years into the future, it also is a bit of a break. And even though I'm, as you can see, far away from my computer at the moment, that does not mean my creative process has ground to a halt just because I've stepped away from the computer. In my subconscious mind, all of those ideas that I've been working on keep percolating away. And, passing by a sewage works on that side. I'm so glad that smell doesn't transmit through these videos, otherwise you'd all be clicking away onto something else by now. But anyway, what I'm just saying is, with the creative process, whatever content creation you're doing, be it writing, be it video, but at the moment video is really easy to do while out on the walk, because my phone is my camera and I get to talk to you. But even from the writing point of view, it's a really, really, really useful exercise to allow ideas to percolate away in your mind and for the best of them to work their way up to the surface to utilize during the next writing session at the computer. So that's what I have for you for right now. I'm going to up the pace a little bit so that I can get a little bit more blood flow through my heart and lungs and up into my brain to help that next block of writing go that much smoother. And as you can see, I haven't been here for a really long while, but now that the heat of summer is past and we're slowly ebbing our way into autumn, yes, I know it's so much cooler, so much colder at the moment, short-sleeved t-shirts, shorts on, but it's just that little bit less intense of a heat, which means that the bright sunshine path next to the river is now feasible. And we'll probably, over the course of the next couple of weeks, over the weekends when I'm here in Grenada, see this river path featuring a few more times in the video, because the temperature's just that little bit cooler, which make it more pleasant. Anyway, I'll speak to you all just a bit later. Cheers. This super short video clip is more of a way of reminding myself about an idea, something that I've just spotted while walking here in Grenada. And it will be interesting to see how I can develop this one little short thing that I spotted. Can I develop it into an entire story idea, or is it an idea that I need to maybe incorporate into an existing story? Let me sketch the scene. Young lass wearing really short shorts, in the process of getting into, I think it was an MG SUV, so getting into the car that has black leather seats, but the car's been, by the looks of things, standing in the sun for a good few hours, so which means the sun has been baking onto the black leather seats. She proceeded to get into the front passenger seat of the car, and inside of a half a second she'd leapt back out of the car onto the pavement, rubbing the back of her legs. Obviously the black leather seats were way too hot for the bare skin exposed below what I suppose I can say the hemline of her shorts. Interesting visual, something we can chuckle about on the surface of it, but that's definitely something we can incorporate into creative writing, because by just writing the scene and explaining the scene as far as what happens, I won't need to say in the scene that the seat was too hot. Just the action of her leaping back out of the car inside of a half a second, rubbing the back of her legs, will tell you all that you need to know about the seat being hot, which brings us to the whole scenario of show, don't tell. Anyway, that's a short little idea. Let's see how I'm able to incorporate it. Don't think I'll be able to incorporate it into Shadows of the Past, because that's largely done, dusted and written, but maybe I can bring it into book 7, or maybe book 8 of the series, or maybe one of the new books that I haven't even started writing yet, which could be season 2 of Cedar Ridge, or the entirely new series of 4 friends who are all school teachers together at the same school. But that's a new series for a new day. Noisy buses going past. Speak to you later. Just a quick update video. Here. I'm in Court Inglés at the perfumes counter for one very important reason. The next novel that I'm writing involves somebody that's going from sweet and innocent through a process of transformation to becoming more sure of themselves, more confident, and at the end of that transformation journey, I'm imagining that Coco Chanel's Allure fragrance would be the fragrance for them at the end of that transformational journey. That's what I'm thinking. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you think a transformational journey would end with somebody making the switch from a light, innocent, sweet type of fragrance into something like Chanel's Allure? That's what I'm thinking, and I'm picking up a sample of that right now just to double check whether or not that goes with the character that I'm imagining. And a super good evening. The time is just going on for just about 10:30, and I just happened to be passing by the Corte Inglés shop where I was about 2 hours ago, picking up a sample of the Coco Chanel Allure fragrance, just simply because it's a fragrance that resonates with a character that I intend to be writing during the course of this coming week. But if memory serves me correctly, early this morning I got my block of about 3,000 words in. Did that early this morning, and throughout the rest of the day it was 7 or 8 long form videos edited, plus in addition to that, a bunch of shorts. I've just been at the dancing, 2 hours of dancing, and the opportunity to grab footage that will become about another 50 YouTube shorts that will be going up over the course of the next week, maybe week and a half or so. That will bring this week to an end. I think there's one full week and maybe a day or two after that of the content challenge to go. Everything's on track to be able to hit target, but this is going to be bringing Sunday and this week to an end, and I look forward to you joining me for the next week, smashing out content both on my side and obviously on your side as well, and looking forward to that, as well as stepping into the arena of attending classes, English classes at a Spanish language school. That will be a whole lot of fun, and I hope to bring you footage from that as well. But for now, this is a good night, and see you at the beginning of the new week.